Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ocean's Outlast. Now, I recorded another episode in between the last one I uploaded and this one, but I was having a lot of issues with lag in the last one because of a couple of things that we did. So I did not upload the episode because it was too difficult to try to go through and actually do stuff, because I would walk and then it would stop. And I'd be here for 2 seconds and then I'd walk a bit and then it'd stop. And it got very, very annoying. So I just decided to not upload that one. I'm just going to show you a couple of the things we did in there. So I got a magmatic dynamo that I wanted to use in order to get power. I'm going to be using crucibles and just fluid ducts, and we will start to get ourselves a decent bit of power generation through these magmatic dynamos. And then the other thing that I got was the slice and splice. Now, ended up being a very quick process to make this, but in order to use it, I need to make a capacitor. And to make a capacitor, I have to get, I need 2 grains of infinity, some mystical string, which is just prosperity shards around some string. So that's all easy stuff. But then I need to do the native copper cluster, which I have to go and get the metal purification research done in the Thaumonomicon. And in order for that, let me just, interesting. Why is my Thaumonomicon not in here? And I do apologize if there is a little bit of clicking in this episode. I did get a new keyboard, so I'm going to try to have to do some slight tweaking with it so you guys can't hear a whole bunch of clacking the whole time I'm recording. So I am not sure where our Thaumonomicon is. I don't... I'm also... There's the bag of holding. And there's nothing in our bag of holding. I'm just going to throw this stuff in there for the time being. I don't know where our Thaumonomicon went. I mean, I could make a new one, but I just don't know where it went. I'm trying to think of all the places that I've been in and that I might have accidentally thrown it into, but if it's in any of these chests, it would have shown up. Yeah, I am really not sure where I ended up putting that, because I just checked the chests upstairs as well, and it's not up there. Interesting. Looks like we might be making a new Thaumonomicon. And I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. It's very possible that I'm not. Oh. And now it's showing up. Okay. Don't know why I was doing that. But anyways, so I need to get into this, the metal purification. So then I have to complete alchemical metallurgy. And so to complete this part, I have to make an alchemical brass ingot. So an alchemical brass ingot, I need what? Alright. Let's go to the crucible. I need instrumentum with an ebony psi metal ingot. I'm assuming that is being pronounced very wrong. We need ebony substance, which is done by spell infusion. So a rod frame, which is done by the ingots, which is done by... Can I get... that is done by the actual metal. So let's go back really quick. I haven't done anything with this PSI mod before, so it looks like we are going to be trying to learn what this is. So a focusing rod. Let's first look that up then. So a focusing rod. We cannot craft a focusing rod. Yes, we cannot craft any of those. Alright then. So there's a laser focus matrix that is capable of absorbing optical energy. Alright, but that is from a mechanism mod. That is not from this. Focusing plate tablet. But I need one of the ingots to craft that. So, is this in our quest book? Let's take a quick... right here. Alright, so this is where we need to start. So, programming in Minecraft. PSI is a magical tech spell programming mod inspired by I can't pronounce that. Mahauka. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. My apologies. Don't worry if that doesn't make any sense. The core of PSI is a system where you can create action sequences, spells, to be executed in the world. Pressing C to start Press C to start learning with PSI in-game guide. So let's complete that quest. And it says press C. Alright, perfect. So welcome to Magical PSI, the best spell inscribing magic mod in this side of the universe. Please keep in mind that having just enough items or some other method of looking up recipes is essential for playing with PSI, as recipes are not included in this guide. In order to get started spell slinging, you'll need some PSI dust. To get PSI dust, you need to start by crafting a rod constructor and an iron rod frame. So a rod constructor and an iron rod frame. So let's look up this rod constructor. That's an end rod. So a rod constructor. Let's not put an A on there. Let's click off of that and now click A so we can pin that. So a rod constructor, and then was it an iron rod frame? Yeah, iron rod frame, which is nice and easy, perfect. So let's click that and we will pin that as well. All right, so let's go into here and look up the rod constructor, which is native gold clusters. Now I know for a fact that I can make native gold clusters because I've made some before. So I need to grab us a couple pieces of lead because those have the ordo and metallum. I need 5 of each of those two in order to gain our native gold cluster. Let me also grab us a bucket. We have a bucket of water in here, perfect. And now we just have to grab us some gold. And a Yeti is deciding to join in our video now. So all we need to do is, let's just move that out of here. Now, I'm just going to throw a few of those in. And now just throw a gold in and it gives me the native gold cluster. So I only needed 3, correct? Yes, alright. Now I need to make us a compact item buffer as well. So let's click back into this, go to that. Compact item buffer. Let's see what we have. We have a single chest, perfect. So let's go to the iron casings, which I just have the Alright, I'm assuming I'm just gonna have to make everything because I'm assuming we don't have anything that we are gonna need. So let's just make up a few of these pressure plates. 30, I guess that will be enough for right now. So I'm gonna need to get a few of these. So let's also move the items to this, and we will grab up, we'll do, I guess 11. It doesn't matter if I make extras. So let's just quickly move that now, and we got 8. We got 10 in total. So let's go to this, and to make the basic machine casing, and I'm actually missing one of these, but luckily I don't have to go through all the trouble of making these anymore, now that I'm slowly accumulating them with the void ore miner. So I can get the basic machine casing, and now I need to get 4 more item casings, because I forgot that I needed them for that. So I need probably quite a few more of the pressure plates here. So we'll just do as quick as I can. It's kind of a slower process than if I was actually just using a crafting bench, because I can only click items out of there so fast. So let's get 4 more. And now I do need to make us more chests, and we should be able to just make that perfect. And now we should have everything we need, unless this has to be a specific type of wood. It's looking like it has to be some kind of bewitchment wood. So juniper, what do we have? Juniper, dragon's blood, cypress, and elder, which I actually think, if I'm not mistaken, that there was a elder tree on my island somewhere. So let me go to sleep really fast. I guess I can't because there are mobs nearby. So I'm pretty sure that there was one. I don't want to, that was another thing. I don't remember if I don't recall if I said it or not. I did take an adventure into, where is it? The Erebus dimension. It did not go well in the slightest. It was horrible. God awful. I didn't die, but I almost died multiple times. So let's get that guy gone here. Why did I just get slowed? I don't know why I just got slowed down. Okay, so I'm trying. I think that's actually one right there. That is not the one I was thinking of, but I'm pretty sure it is one nonetheless. So let's come up here real fast. And elderwood, perfect. So that is everything we need for that. And let's just, I guess it doesn't matter right now because we're pretty safe. We're pretty safe right here. So now we got the Rod Constructor quest completed. Let's get back inside and we will look through the quest book one more time. Alright, and let's go into here, into the PSI, and the Rod Constructor is completed. Used to assemble focus rods and insert spells. So $2,500 for making that. That is not that bad, if I'd have to say so myself. So I am going to put this Rod Constructor in here because it's looking like I'm going to need to use like the Thaumcraft stuff. What is that? What was that texture coming out of here? I haven't seen that before. Anyways, so this is completed. Now the next one is making a rod frame, which looks like it can be any type of wood. So let's just clear this and shift that, and now we have an iron rod frame. And I did not complete that quest, so, oh, okay. Now that you got your rod constructor, you can make your first focus rod. So complete that, and then now I need to make PSI dust. Right click your new focus rod on some redstone dust and create some PSI dust. So that did not work, so, okay. Well, that was easy. Interesting. So now it said, what exactly? Right click your new focus rod on some redstone dust to create some PSI dust. So I have plenty of redstone. I don't need to carry this with me right now. I'll throw this stuff into the chest here. I'm going to throw the Thaumonomicon in there. I don't need it on me right now. I'm going to open these two crates. Oh! Ooh, sweet. That gave us some earth runes. That is actually nice. Very nice. Now I don't have to go through the trouble of actually making them. Well, I have to make more of them, but I'll claim that in a second. Let me grab this up, and I think I need to do it on one placed. No. What if I drop one? You got one level point. Unequip your rod and press C to use it. Okay. Press C. Tutorial level 1. What do I do? Learn. Okay. Welcome to leveling menu. It looks like you've gotten acquainted with your brand new focusing rod. This menu serves as your school for the mod, and this is your first tutorial. Don't worry, this is the longest one, as it is to teach you the basics. To get started inscribing spells, you'll need a spell inscriber. To cast your spells, you'll also need a better rod than the one you have right now. One with all the components. Look up all the various rod components: frame, crux, notch, source, and optionally varnish, and create one. You don't have to make another frame. You can put your current rod, that is effectively just a frame, into crafting grid to reverse it to a frame. Lastly, spells also need to be put into spell nodes, so make yourself all that stuff and let's get rolling. After you're set with all you need, open up your spell inscriber by right clicking it. You'll see a large grid. This is where the magic happens. The inscribing system is less of a traditionally complex inscribing system and more of a simple sequence of actions. To add a piece to the grid, right click any part of it and select from the runes that come up. So I don't know if I'm going to need to get any runes, and this is very, very long. So let's start with let's just take a look at what we actually need. So it's looking like I need to make 16 PSI dust, and then I have to make a spell inscriber. So can I just drop down 15 of these and just perfect? So it does work on them all at once, and that will give me another 32. Now I need to make a spell inscriber, which is done with more native gold clusters. So let's grab our gold back out of here. I only need 2, and I believe I should have dropped in much more than enough lead in order to turn these. Nope, I did not. So now it is, it's got my gold in there. So let's grab the rest of our gold. What did that even put in there? It puts, okay, so I need to put in more lead anyways. Okay, why did you just X me out of that? Why are you Xing me out? Lead. L, no. Clear. Alright, looks like we'll just grab a block of lead. which is got much more than enough of everything that we need. I'll just drop this whole thing in. And now let's grab our gold. And let's... Alright, we got the 2 that we need. I don't know why it's not letting me type in there, but whatever. We are getting the spell inscriber. So let's shift that in there, and it's using my elderwood. Do I have to do more elderwood? It looks like I do. Okay, so I'll have to go find some extra elderwood. The native gold clusters, the psi metal, and an empty map. So I'm gonna have to make map memory modules. I can use an empty map to make an empty map. That's, I guess, interesting. So map module, that's super easy. I needed 4 of them. And then a map module controller, which is also super easy. Okay, so that was not an issue to craft. Alright, so now I have to go get more elderwood. There should be some extras around here. If not, hopefully there is maybe still a sapling if it dropped one here. I thought these guys could only spawn in the nether since I haven't seen one. Why is he so fast? Gosh. Luckily, we are in my claimed chunks, so it's not just making giant craters all over the place. So let's come up here. And our elder leaves are still here. Let's just vein mine that. And it gave us 3 saplings. Perfect. So now let's head on. What are you? I don't know what you are, but you can go on and die. He gave me some soul fire. Don't know what to use that for. I don't know if I just haven't seen it before, but if anybody else saw that bar that came up on the side underneath the map, underneath the that tier 1 crafting seed thing that I don't know how to get rid of, I saw some kind of a bar pop up there, and I have no idea what that was. But I got the saplings, but I did not use them. Let me put them both into this bonsai pot here. Sadly, I don't think I can use the great wood logs. That would be pretty nice. Save me some time, but let's go back into our quests here. The spell inscribal, and now I need to get PSI level 10. Reach PSI level 10 to be able to make the PSI ingot and gem. So that is going to be the last thing that I do before I can make this. Then I have to get to level 15 before I can make the ebony PSI metal ingot, which is what I needed to make the capacitor. So I need all of this just to be able to make a capacitor to use the slice and splice to make the farming station. So that is a whole lot of process. But while that is going, we are going to go ahead and try our best to make a bunch more of the magmatic dynamos. So I should have had, I had a lot of Invar going in the last one because I knew I was going to be wanting to do this. So let's open up our storage remote, come into here, and let's just, I forgot that it wasn't in the chest, so let's, 7, we'll just make like 9 of them, have 10 in total. So that gives us all the gears, the redstone there. So I will need to make 9 of these as well. And I am actually out of silver. So if I come over here, I don't think I have any more silver. I've been trying my best to keep things as organized as possible. I mean, it's definitely so much better because now I don't have to actually walk around and organize things. I can just throw it all in there and access everything from in here. So that is pretty nice, but it's still a couple of things like into this chest. I can't entirely see where everything is at. So I completed a quest for opal. I know for a fact that I've had opal in my inventory before. So I guess I got one anyways. So let's move all those, and then this, we'll just move these into theirs. Actually, I don't have enough room for all this. All right, let's, I guess I could actually keep it all in there. And now I can just scroll through here, looking at all the ingots, and just kind of glitched because I shift clicked at it, but I don't think it could register how fast it was trying to move all of the items. And then I also got the gold here. So if I shift click again, it is gonna lag me a bit. So let's just grab up these. Perfect. So I know that this is going to undo a decent bit of the organization that I have, but I think it's going to be more worth it. It's still because, yeah, the blocks that I just made are not in here. They're in one of the chests somewhere. I'm assuming it's throwing stuff in as far away as it can first, but I don't entirely know. I really do just need to delete this advanced bow because it crashes my game every time I try to hold it and use it. So let's go run back upstairs real quick again and check on if we got any elder wood. I think I needed 3 and I have 4. Perfect. So let's go back to the spell inscriber. And what am I missing? An empty map. I know I have the empty map because I just made it. So there's the empty map. That is not correct. Why is that not correct? Spell inscriber. Oh. Scale 1 to 8. So I have to make the scale of 1 to 2. And then the scale of 1 to 2 doesn't get used in anything? Or what? Scale of 1 to 2. So let's make more of these map memory modules. It's not like they're expensive to make. And now let's go back to empty map module. We'll throw it in there with a scale of 1 to 2. Go back to the spell inscriber here. And it still doesn't work. Alright, so empty map, scale 1 to 2. So what if I just make a whole bunch of these I'll just try to keep doing that same recipe, and hopefully it decides to work at some point. So I'll just make up 20 of these, which is actually all that I can make. So if I throw it back in there, 1 to 4 and 1 to 8. So that was actually all that I needed to do. So now I can move them and make the spell inscriber. I didn't realize that it would be doubling it every time. So now we got our spell inscriber. I'll throw that down right here. And I have no idea what this is doing. But we got our spell inscriber. So let's go to the quests that you will use to create all of your spells via sequence programming. I'm assuming that's what it is. So then level 10. I don't think I'm level 10, but I just completed the quest. Let's click C. Oh, I gotta unequip my... Gotta unequip that before... Ooh, I found an ancient sword. Only 6 attack damage. I gotta unequip that before I click C. So, tutorial level 2. So, in order to level up, I have no idea how to level up. Hold shift for more information. Select and type to set value. Number constant. That doesn't work. So connect stuff and things. You know, this really isn't the greatest of instructions here. So it did tell me that it wants me to make a new focusing rod. So if I do this, and it wants me to do more pieces. The frame, which I got. So let's look up the crux. Maybe this will level me up if I finish making this. So a humble crux, quick rod, bright, swift, radiant. I don't know what the best one to do here is. About swift. Can't do that. I can make this one. Alright, so let's come into here. Click that, and now we got the humble rod crux. Perfect. And let's go back into here again. The notch and source. Those are the other two things. So let's look up notch. Minor. I don't know why I don't just look it up in here. And now the source. Source, was it? A glowing rod source. I'm assuming that this is it. Alright, and now let's go and just toss all that in there. And I guess we could look up a varnish. And I don't know if it doesn't say that a varnish is necessary, so we will we'll just grab that. That did not level us up. Clicking those does nothing. So maybe I leveled up when I did the switching of turning the redstone into PSI dust. So what if I just take a stack of redstone and then just bang? There's that bar again. So I'm assuming that that's like mana maybe or something. So yeah, it comes out when I have the rod in my hand and I use it on something. So that's what that bar was. I'm going to throw that stuff in here. I'm assuming it's telling me more about how to level up and all that through here. So I'm going to read through this real fast. Okay. So from what I saw, it says that you have to place the selector caster in and nothing will happen, and then trick debug. So if I come in here and right click, I can put this in, and then I can put this in. So right clicking. The name is debug. The configuration, I don't know exactly what this does. I have no idea what I am doing here, but maybe if we select that, config debug. Spell has no tricks. Well, I got that in there. Oh. Okay. So, inscription successful. Do I have to do anything else? And it's falling down slowly. And it's coming back up. So the inscription is successful. Alright, so let's do another little bit of reading. Panel appears on the left where you can configure the inputs, parameters, goes off to piece, allow it to order to do its thing, send something to chat, and click on one of the arrows, so pointing towards the trick debug. If you hold shift while looking at a piece, you can see what type of parameters it needs or what type it needs to send out. You should see the X turns to a check mark. Some values will appear to the right. Don't worry about those now. If you're still seeing a red X, however, now we need to take the program you've made and send it over to your rod. Grab your spell node and right-click your spell inscriber. So I did not make a spell node. I don't need a mine spell node. It looks like I can just make it with anything, so we'll just jump into here, make our spell node, and right-click. And it looks like I learned it. And you'll hear a beep boop. And now you're ready to load the bullet. Place your new rod into your constructor into the big slot in the top left. You'll see some slots below it open up. Place your bullet in there. Then you could take your rod out and pick a spell. Hold your rod and hold the key in the menu. Oh man. You may only have a single rod on you. If you have more than one in your inventory, spells will not work. Alright, so it's saying to throw my rod in there. Throw that in. And the spell selected is debug. And now, in order to level up, you need to create and cast a spell that contains the piece highlighted in red on the last thing that you have learned. So I need to use the spell debug in order to level up. So do I just need to right click? Yes. So I got one level point. Looks like debug, and looks like I can actually have multiple on here and just like spin through them. So let's go into here, on to level 2. So now I need to do the connector and the constant number. So if I come back into here and I right click, so it does not show up. So if I do what here? Is there a way to make these go away? Does not look like I can just remove these. So the trick debug is in here. Delete rune is just click and delete. Alright. So the only thing I have in there is the caster and the debug. So I don't know if I have to make ourselves a new focusing rod in order to do this. I'm not sure. But this looks like it's going to be quite a journey, because I have to get all the way down to here in order to make the ebony PSI ingot, because I have to get to level 15. So I already completed this level 10 quest, which I wasn't supposed to because I wasn't level 10, but so we are gonna have to continue on with this slowly. I'm gonna learn a little more about it so I don't just spend a whole bunch of time trying to figure things out that I don't know. So player cell shop, I killed some skeletons. Botania, I got that earth rune. Bewitchment, I got an opal. I needed to have 4 opals on me. That's why I never got it before. Now the archaeology, I got an ancient sword. And that was all of the ones that I got. I got quite a bit of stuff. So I'm going to throw the focusing rod in there. I will claim this coin. And I actually have been forgetting to come down here and claim my coins. So I must have done that at some point. Okay, so I got some cobblestone. I got some frozen meat, which is get a frozen meat from permafrost. It can be analyzed to get some DNA. Don't know what that means, but we got some frozen meat. Gourmet pork patty. Well, I don't think I'm going to use that. And Shamus's rune roulette. I got another earth rune. Okay, so I'm going to throw all of those in there because I don't really know if I need to use them right now. So let's go ahead. Magmatic dynamo. I got a whole bunch of them set up, but I never finished making them because I was looking for more silver. But now I got 8 of these magmatic dynamos. So that just means I need to make some crucibles. So we have to make some porcelain clay. I guess just shift clicked it and I made 57. So that was a little more than I thought we were going to have, but porcelain clay to an unfired crucible. Now we just have to smelt these things up and we will get the normal crucible to start making our fire for us. I am going to grab the netherrack and the flint and steel. I'm probably going to make another small house outside in order for this to be put into, because it's going to take up a bit of space and I do not feel like making an entire new area just for, or digging out a new area for the power generation. So it's going to be getting put into another house outside. We have 8 crucibles now that we can use. I can just get rid of that now. I am probably going to need more cobblestone generators. Because these are going to be the main things that I need in order to actually make the lava. Because, I mean, I guess it's not going to be the end of the world if I steal, like, maybe just this tier 5 generator. I just will get money a little bit slower, but I'll have all the power that I can need to make sure that nothing else runs out. So let's go ahead, and I got this quest completed. I got a bucket of lava for doing that. I actually haven't really looked through much of this other stuff in here, but it's not a important one to do, so I'm gonna just throw all that in here. I guess I didn't need to grab those right now because I'm not gonna be making the house this episode. I'll probably build it between episodes. The other thing I've been meaning to look at, now this is gonna be way far off, but I wanted to at least look at it now that we are starting to make a substantial amount of progress. So Project E. Now I know I'm not anywhere close to actually being able to make this, but I am probably at the point that I'm going to actually start being able to slowly chip away at making a few of these things. Like, I know I'll be able to make these covalence dusts. I could probably start making some of the, like these blocks of enhanced ender. Like, this is an ender star, which I need an ender crafter, which I can make. The covalence dust is done in an empower, which I can make now. So I'm getting to the point that I can start to slowly clipping away at small pieces of this. Now, stuff like the neutronium blocks, that's going to be something that doesn't get done for a minute because it's a heck of a lot of crafting. So, produced from a neutron collector. So, a neutron collector is this, which I thought that would be a lot harder. We might be making this next episode. How do we make these? Nether stars. Okay. I want to know, because I tried to spawn a wither in my other world, and it didn't work. Like, just the soul sand, and then 3 wither skulls. That doesn't work. I don't know how to spawn the wither. Now, I'm assuming that they changed it, but I don't know what it would be changed to. Like, I know that I can get, like, where'd they at? Wither skeleton seeds, not you. I can do a, where's it at? So I can take the nether star, and I can turn that into seeds. Probably be easier for me to just scroll through this. So nether star essence to nether star seeds. I would have to get 4 nether stars. I can get them from crafting a couple things, but I would only get 3. So that means there has to be some kind of a way to get them that I just don't know about. So I'm going to have to look into ways to actually spawn the wither, unless there's another way that I can get them that is not killing the wither boss that I don't know about. But I don't believe that there is, because this isn't telling me. So, like, this is a compressed nether star block, nether star shards, which is nether star essence, which you get from these nether star seeds, nether star nuggets, and a block of nether stars. So it's like everything is just looping back to this. The ender crafter I can use with these, but this is not a way to actually get nether stars. So there might be some way to do it, some kind of magic mod that will be able to give me what I need, but my main goal would probably be to just get these seeds made, and then I can just keep trying to grow them. Now, it is a lot. Like, I know it's a ton of crafting in order to get these seeds, but I don't know of a better way of getting them, because I can't find a way to just, like, farm the wither. So if anybody's got any ideas on how to make a wither farm, I'm all ears. Because most of the stuff in this mod pack doesn't work how you would think it does. But we got the magmatic dynamos made. We got our crucibles. I can get rid of this slice and splice. That I can get rid of the magmatic dynamos for now. The rod frames, the storage link cables, the storage cables, item conduit. I don't need the looting upgrade right now. A broken spawner. It's not going to do much for me. I got a couple other things that I still need to get moving in here, but most of the stuff is just a waiting game at this point in time. And hopefully soon at some point we'll be able to get enough of this erodium to get to the void ore miner tier 2, and then we can start making some of the money faster, because I'll be getting 2 coins. Now I'm just curious because I wanted to know how to make some of this stuff. Now you get a lot, like a ton of stuff from making a philosopher's stone, but the starting point is making the 3 types of covalence dust. Now it's gonna be a hefty process, but I think it'll be quite nice to be able to have a table that I can just get anything I want from. And I could also make a destruction catalyst at some point as well. So it's gonna be a minute. I haven't seen this before. What is this? Hello there, my name is Damien. I am the middleman for Andros. A couple of things you need to know. There's a couple requirements to start getting some better contracts to make sure to complete them. These requirements first. Also, sometimes we may want a where. These tasks are marked with an item will be taken. Oh. So I just unlocked an entirely new questing area that I didn't know about. So this information, please read. Collect 2 rewards. So I got that. So we can collect those 2 rewards. So nice, now we want to know better. Nice, now that we know you better, we trust you to do some tasks. I have no idea what that is saying. So kill 100 skeletons and get $10,000. I want to know what this crate is. A netherrack sword and a blowgun. So he wants me to kill 100 skeletons. I also, before I forget, I need to kill one of these spirits with magic. Now, I don't have any magic that I can actually kill one of these guys with yet. So I'm going to have to do something with that. Find some way to kill them so I can get ectoplasm. But let's go back into this quest real fast. So investment, a worthwhile investment. If you give us 300k, we will give you some tasks that you can work on. $300,000 to give 1 million dirt. And we get a chest and 8 grand. 10 million power. We give us 15,000, and then 480 levels to give us that. I don't think that this is a worthwhile investment for me. That certainly doesn't seem like it. Unless you're giving me 15,000 coins. But that doesn't seem like it for me. And then now go to the end to prove you can do it. I do want to start looking for the end portal. But that means that we are going to have to create ourselves a... I mean, I'm assuming I could do it with all what I have. But we might want to create some other stuff for doing damage to the Ender Dragon. 32 Ender Dragon eggs. How do I get 32 Ender Dragon eggs? I don't know how to do that. After doing research on the dragon eggs, we found that by using extended crafting, we can make a near unlimited grid power. Oh, wow. So these are all pretty easy to make. The dragon egg mills are all nether stars, which is annoying again, and then a block of black iron, which is a ultimate nugget, which is some of these bad boys here, and that will give me $10 million. So we might be looking for an end portal, just because I'm curious. But we also, like I said before, I need to figure out a way to farm the wither. So if anybody's got any ideas on how you can do that in Ocean's Outlast, please do let me know. But this is where I'm going to end this episode off. If you guys enjoyed, please do leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you all next time.